Uh,
So wonderful.
Wonderful.
So let me just decrease now that for a minute and allow the family to just free share testimony. If you want to call, I want to invite you to introduce yourself. Feel free. We're totally democratic around here. I really want you to feel welcome. If you're new on the call, introduce yourself. Tell us of your journey into Atomy, who invited you, what your experience has been, and if you got a testimony, any questions, we are here to facilitate interaction. Over to you now, Len. Thank you.
Okay. Do we, could you mute your phone, please? Whoever that is. Thank you. And guys, let's get this out of the way. We are recording this call. Please keep your phone on mute if you're not asking a question. And actually, guys, could you just raise your hands if you have questions? And we'll go in order of who raised first and so forth. But please, we're all adults here, and we shouldn't have to keep asking you to keep your phone on mute. Thank you. Okay, do we have any testimonials that anyone would like to share before we get going?
It's Novlet.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I have sown some seeds and I hope they will grow and blossom and bear fruits. I spoke with this young man who was a cancer patient, and he knows exactly what can happen after it goes in recession. So I spoke with him and he understands fully well, as I said. So he's yet to call me back and set a time when we can have a 3-way call with my upline.
Okay. Did you
And
share? Did you share
pardon?
any? Did you share any videos with him?
No, I did not.
Okay. You should always share
And
video. Have you saved any of the videos we have? Well, we'll talk after.
yes, okay. There's a lady too who I've spoken with for some time now, but she has a problem with her eyes, even before we had spoken. So she said, and then she's supposed to do, she has an appointment for tomorrow. So she said, after that, then we'll go, we'll talk some more and then set the date for a 3-way talk as well. So
Okay.
this is what I've done so far for the week. And even there's a church sister who we are supposed to be meeting for the longest while, and we have not met. But she said I'm to give her a call anytime this week, so I'm going to do that. So that is what I've done so far for the week.
Okay, great job.
Thank you.
But in regards to what Miss Sylvia just shared, remember, guys, when you speak to individuals, especially with cancer, that video that I share where the gentleman has the little video in there that shows how Hemoheme fights cancer by activating the NK cells, and you see the NK cells going around eating the cancer cells. That is a powerful video to share with someone who has cancer, who's fighting cancer. We have posted this video time and time again on in the Momentum Morning chat on WhatsApp. So I hope you guys are saving it, because in a situation like that, I would always send that video because it's a very powerful video. It talks about the patent. It will even show someone how to get to the website to pull up the patent, the US patent on it. Powerful video. So I'm going to post it again today. Utilize these videos when we speak to individuals, because we can tell people whatever, but once we give them something physical for them to look at, we need to give them something to move them as well. Because a lot of times people listen to you and they're like, okay. But now if you give them something else, that's the third party validation. Now it's not coming from you, it's coming from an expert, because they're going to see that person as an expert. So remember, and let's go to that video I spoke about at the beginning.
Okay, Miss Novelet, it's not too late. I will
No,
get
it's
back to
not.
you. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
get back to you.
Do you have
Thank
that video?
I'm not even sure if I have it, Miss
I'll
Novelet.
send it
I'm
to you.
telling you the truth.
I'll send it to you.
Thank you, Miss Novelet.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Let's pull up that video.
How this herbal formula boosts NRF2 for anti-oxidant?
All right.
Is it
I was having a bit of a challenge there. Okay. I just mute someone. Their phone number is 334-290-0972. Please keep your phone on mute, please.
each the thing just means catching a cold more often. But our immune system is much more important and does a much bigger job than we think. Think of your immune system as your body's army. This army is a very thankful friend that bravely fights to protect us when invisible bad guys like germs and viruses invade our body. Having low immunity simply means that this army has become weak. When an army is weak, enemies can easily invade and make us sick, right? Serious illness like COVID-19 happen when our body's army cannot properly fight off the enemy virus. Why does our body's army get weaker? There are many reasons that can weaken our army. Getting old, as we age, our army naturally loses some of its strength. Bad habits, things that are bad for our body, like alcohol, smoking, and junk food, lower the army's morale. New enemies, modern day challenges that didn't exist in the past, like chronic fatigue, fine dust, and a lack of exercise also wear out our army. Problems inside our body. The army struggles to do its job. If we are overweight, obesity, or have too much sugar in our blood, diabetes, high level of stress are also one of the biggest reasons our army loses its power. In short, almost everything that makes us feel unwell today can weaken our body's army. When the army is weak, your whole body is at risk. A weak army doesn't just lead to colds. Every part of your body, from head to toe, can be in danger. Your eyes can become dim, your digestion can get worse, and your airways and lungs can weaken. Even your heart, blood vessels, and skin can be affected. Good example is pneumonia, which can be dangerous for the elderly. It happens the body's army loses to germs it could normally fight off. There's also a virus that can hide quietly in your body for years. When the army gets weak, it takes the opportunity to suddenly attack. This illness is called shingles. You might never get it in your whole life, but it can cause a lot of pain if your army is weak. Allergies are a bit different. This isn't about the army being weak, but about it being too sensitive and overreacting. It's like our army panicking and firing cannons at a harmless enemy, like a balloon. That overreaction is what causes allergy symptoms like a runny nose and sneezing. How does our army fight? Types of immunity. Our army has two main divisions. First, the basic defense force you are born with, innate immunity. This brave unit doesn't need a special training. It attacks any bad guy that enters our body. Our skin, mucus, tears, and even coughing are all part of this basic defense strategy. Second, the special forces that learn from fighting acquire immunity. This is a very smart army that never forgets an enemy it has fought before. When a new enemy anti-gene appears, the special forces memorize what it looks like. If then create custom-made weapons, antibodies that can attack only the specific enemy. After defeating the enemy, it saves the instructions on how to make those weapons. So the next time the same enemy invades, our army can defeat it very quickly and easily using the weapons it already knows how to make. That's why after you've had a certain cold, you usually don't get sick from that same cold virus again. Vaccinations or shots use these exact principles. They introduce a very weak or a fake enemy into the body, which allows our special forces to practice and prepare their custom-made weapons in advance. The army's most important base is the gut. Amazingly, more than 70% of our body's entire army is located in our gut, our intestines. The gut isn't just a place for digesting food. It's the most important military base and training center for protecting our body. Many tiny germs live together in our gut. We can divide them into friendly bacteria, good bacteria, and bad bacteria. Friendly bacteria, probiotics, they stop bad bacteria from settling in and help train our body's army to be stronger. Bad bacteria, they cause illness and disrupt the gut. That's why having more friendly bacteria in our gut is so important for keeping our army strong and our whole body healthy. The yogurt or probiotics we eat are like reinforcement that help increase the number of these friendly bacteria. When the gut is healthy, strong soldiers from the gut can travel through the blood to protect other parts of the body, like the lungs and even the brain. The saying, a healthy gut means a healthy body, is absolutely true. How's your army doing? A quick check. Are you worried that your own army might be weak? See how many of the items below apply to you. I find it hard to eat regular meals. I get mouth sores when I'm tired. I feel tired and drained all the time. I find it very hard to get up in the morning. I almost never exercise. I often think I need to lose weight. I feel like I have a less physical strength than before. I worry a lot and get stressed easily. I find it difficult to concentrate on things. If you checked many items, think of it as a sign. My body's army is tired. I need to let it rest and give it good food. If you start making small changes to your lifestyle today, your army can become strong again very quickly. In summary, immunity is the precious army that protects our body. This army can be weakened by stress, bad food, and fatigue. Please remember that keeping your gut healthy, where 70% of your army lives, is the secret to keeping your entire body healthy. Thank you so much. Hemoin helps with the inflammation, protects your cells as an antioxidant, can help with the PCOS, and may even help you manage body fat. Hello and welcome. In this video, we are going to talk about hemoin, a special blend of herbs made to help support your body's immune system. Hemoin is made from three main herbs: Angelica gigas, Pioneer lactiflora, Cnidium officinale. Let's break down what each of these herbs does. Angelica gigas, Korean Angelica. This herb is famous for being great for women's health. There's even an old Korean story about it. A woman who was sick was sent back to her family. After eating this herb, she got her health back and was able to return to her husband. That's why its a name in Korean means to naturally return. For centuries, people have used this herb for many health benefits. It helps balance female hormones, and scientists are still studying it today. It contains natural compounds that help relax blood vessels and fight off damage from things called free radicals. This improves circulation and can help if you often have a cold hands and feet. It gets your gut moving, which helps you stay regular. It may help protect brain cells by blocking the buildup of harmful substance linked to Alzheimer's disease. It can also help with anemia, prevent hair loss, and boost your energy levels. This herb is so important that it's mentioned over 500 times in a famous traditional Korean medicine book. Second, Pioneer lactiflora. Why peony root? This is another herb that's especially good for women. It helps with irregular periods and improves blood flow by preventing blood clots. Third, Cnidium officinale. This herb is often used with the other two. It's known to help with the blood flow, easy period pain, and even lift your mood. Now let's talk about the main topic, how hemoin helps fight inflammation. Inflammation is your body's natural response to protect itself. There are two types. Acute inflammation. This happens when you get an injury or an infection. You might feel pain, heat, or see swelling. It usually goes away in a few weeks. Chronic inflammations. This is the one we need to watch out for. is a low-level inflammation that can last for months or even years, often without you even noticing. Many modern health issues are linked to chronic inflammation, like arthritis, skin problems, and gut issues. Even obesity is considered a type of chronic inflammation because the body is constantly in a slightly inflamed state. Chronic inflammation is often caused by things like an unhealthy diet, a stressful lifestyle, or pollution. When your body cannot clear out all the toxins, this inflammation can start. If you ignore it, it can lead to more serious health problems. How hemoin fights inflammation? Studies show that hemoin works against inflammation in several key ways. First, it calms the initial response. When inflammation starts, hemoin helps keep the body's reaction from going overboard. Second, it helps the immune cells do their job. It helps your white blood cells get to where they need to go to fight off problems. Third, it prevents long-term damage. It helps clean up the mess left by inflammation, preventing tissues from getting hard and scarred. So hemoin can help you manage the risk of chronic inflammation, which is a big part of staying healthy today. Protecting your cells with antioxidant. Next up, let's talk about antioxidant. This is a big reason why hemoin is so good at fighting inflammation. When your body uses oxygen to create energy, it also creates harmful things called the free radicals. Think of them as little troublemakers that damage your cells. This damage is called oxidation. If this damage hits your DNA, it can cause cells to become abnormal, which can lead to serious problems like a cancer. Your body has a natural way to clean out these damaged cells, called apoptosis or cell self-destruct. An antioxidant is like a hero that steps in and neutralizes the free radicals before they can harm your cells. By time
So we're gonna stop there. You guys get a little idea. It was posted in the, well, actually, I'm not sure where, so I will post it here. It's a long video. It's like half an hour, but I wanted you guys to at least see it for yourself, where you can save this video as well. And he speaks slowly because English is not his first language. And of course, he wants us to understand what he's saying, but I absolutely love his videos. He always gives very good information in there. Now, if you notice when the chart on inflammation, we see all these sickness and disease that most people come up with. You know, as they said, there's only, okay, let me go back to it. 24, 30 something diseases out there. It's the same diseases. They just put different names on them. So here's the chart. We see cancer, arthritis, Alzheimer's, neurological disease, cardiovascular disease, autoimmune, and there's a whole list of autoimmune, pulmonary and type 2 diabetes that's behind him. All from chronic inflammation, which we do not want. So we see hemoheme can help. We don't need to ask the same question. Is it going to help with arthritis? Is it going to help with this? Because they all stem from the one root cause right here. chronic inflammation, which happens when we're putting so much acidic food in our bodies. Our body can't process that unnatural acid that's going in. Then we start building up that inflammation, and then we come out with all these things that's happening. So an array of illnesses that we can, that's why I always say, it doesn't matter what your health challenges are, give the body hemoheme. First benefit of hemoheme is detoxification. It is going to go in your body and it's going to remove this right here. So if you remove this, you don't have to worry about all these other challenges here that you're dealing with, because this is what is feeding everything else here. Go ahead, Miss Brenda.
I wanted to ask about what is that people deal with when they at night and they stop breathing?
Oh my gosh, it just came in and went just like that. What's it called again, Maria?
Apnea.
Yes, sleep
Sleep
apnea.
apnea,
Sleep
right.
apnea. Yeah.
So I know hemoheme is always the basis, but would that bellflower be another one, or what else would be a good go along with the hemoheme?
Maria, what else do you have to suggest?
Or just the bellflower would
I would never forego, always make hemoheme the main.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But along with the hemoheme, because isn't it like dryness in?
No, sleep apnea, if you notice, 99.9% of individuals have a protruding stomach.
And that's
What
true.
happens with sleep apnea is, as that stomach expands, all that belly fat is taking away the space from the organs that are supposed to be there. So as the stomach expands, it's now pushing all your internal organs up under your rib cage. So your lungs is now being suffocated by there's not enough room for your lungs to expand and do the work. And a lot of people are not realizing that these gut that they're walking around with is a death trap. I've noticed, I met a young lady years back. She was engaged. And she was telling me, that about her fiance that died, and he died from a massive heart attack. And I'd only known her for about 3 months when she started telling me this. So the first question I said to her, was your fiance overweight, and did he have a huge stomach? And she said, how did you know that? Most individuals with that huge stomach also, they tend to have massive heart attack, because not only is the lung not having enough room, but the heart doesn't have enough room either. So that stomach, those huge stomach that people are walking around with, those are death trap. And that's where most individuals with sleep apnea have that stomach. But
Okay.
in the medical world, I don't know why they do not recommend that they lose weight and lose the stomach. Because not all there's slim people with those gut as well. I've seen it. So we're having the visual fat that's also wrapping around the organs. So we need to get rid of that. That's why movement matters. Walking matters. Exercise matters. Because people die from sleep apnea. I had a friend of mine in Georgia. She was in her 30s. Her husband was in his 30s. He worked for Amtrak. And after they do their run, they would go and sleep for the next one. And he never woke up. And this gentleman was never late for his shift. So they said, wait a minute, something is wrong. Half an hour later, it's still not there. So they went to the hotel room to check upon him. He died in his sleep because he had sleep apnea and he was in his 30s. So that's hemoheme will help, but they also need to focus on losing that stomach. And going out and power walking will lose your gut in no time. Of course, it takes time. You have to be out there walking every day, getting it done. You don't have to spend money to go to a gym to be fit and to lose the weight. Walking is free. So yeah.
Sometimes that belly has to do with visceral fat.
Yeah, but the visceral fat will go away as you walk, as you exercise, you drink more water. That's also helping to flush the system. And we have we have two products on here that I've heard a lot of testimonies on with that visceral fat. Let's go to it. This one in particular, we've had many testimonies how it helps with that fat. Do we still have it? Is it here? Yes. The pure tea. We have had testimonies. I've had individuals tell me they are losing the waistline. It's helping them. So this helps. This tea helps. And what else did we have? I'm drawing a blank. I know we have something else. Maria, are you still there? I think she got busy. Healthcare. But individuals have lost weight taking hemoheme. Oh, right here.
Apple Phenon.
Yep. The jelly sticks also. And I researched green apples, young green apples help you to cut fat as well. So if someone is taking hemoheme and they're incorporating this and the pure tea, but they have to walk. Walking does wonders. You know, there's a young lady in my community. I am just so, every time I see her, I just get this big smile on my face. Guys, you should have seen her size last summer. Now, she didn't have a huge stomach, but she had the loose fat. She was big, and she had that unhealthy fat. This young lady started walking last summer. She walked 2 times a day, every day, even if it's cold, freezing outside, she was out there walking. If it's raining and it's not thunder showers coming down, she's out there with her raincoat walking every single day. I saw her last week and I almost did not recognize her. She has dropped so much weight just from walking. She's not going to the gym here in the complex. She just walks every single day, twice a day. She always has her water with her. She was determined to lose that weight. And I am just so, every time I saw her, I was just cheering her on. I haven't said a word to her because my daughter talks to her and she doesn't like people to really, my daughter said, don't say anything to her. But my daughter has a way with people. So she speaks to my daughter and, you know, it's just amazing to see where she started to where she's at now. So guys, if we just start walking, you'd be amazed at what it does. And she does not have that loose, nothing hanging because she's walking and she's doing that power walking. Because typically you lose the weight, and if you lose the weight the wrong way, everything is just going to be sagging and just flopping around. You see it all over social media, people that lost the weight the wrong way because they did not want to put the time into exercise. She's out there walking every day, which is tightening up as she's losing the weight. So there's nothing hanging on her. It's just amazing. So that visual fat will go away if we're walking. Because walking, you're working, you feel it in your gut as you walk. When you do that power walk, you feel it in your gut. So anyway, so hopefully whoever that person is, they'll hemoheme and these two and walking. and lots of water, because water helps to flush that fat away as well.
Okay, thanks.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Any other question? No. Let me see what's in the chat.
The link of a video, please.
No, the video I shared, Miss Rose, is the other video I spoke about earlier that talks about the NK cells.
Yeah.
So for those who are new that might not have had an opportunity to see that video, I posted, and I will post this one as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm. The anti-cancer functional food, Atomy Hemoheme, that's what I post. That's an excellent video to share with anyone who is dealing with cancer or any type of health challenge. And I will
Yeah.
post this one. This one is a bit lengthy, but it's good information for you to have as well. And if someone is willing to watch, I can typically tell the people that are truly interested in their health to make the change, they will watch the video no matter how long it is. And then some people will complain and say, oh, it's too long, I can't watch it.
Hmm.
So, yeah. So I will post that video that I just played as well. Okay, I was just checking the chat to see. Okay, so we have no comments. So what did you guys think about the video I just shared? Come on, guys, we can talk back. It's open call today.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one because it went into how the ingredients and how they help.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked about how hemohim helps with the females, and
Mm-hmm.
I had not heard that. I mean, I guess I knew that, but had not heard it explained before.
Ah, so you have not been on here when I share the 3 ingredients and what it is that they do?
Um, I guess I missed that.
Okay. I did it last week. I believe last Wednesday I shared it.
Really?
Let me see if I can find it in
Okay.
my email.
But
Yeah, because it goes
okay.
more in depth. He was just brief on the ingredients.
Okay.
Yeah, but I know I shared it last week. I don't remember what day it was.
I know if it's a Tuesday, I know I've missed it because
No, I don't do Tuesday. Nick does Tuesday.
Mhm.
Yeah. Any other questions, anyone, while I try to find that for her? Oh, let me just do a search in my email so you can see it. I just put it on the screen. Okay. Right, let me share. Okay, so are you seeing my screen?
Yes. Now I remember this. Yes,
Okay.
because I think I asked if I could have a copy of this.
Right. I tried, the email came back for 3 individuals. So let me give you my email. You send me an email, and that way I'll have your correct email. So actually, I'll just put my email in the chat and you can get it from there.
Okay.
And I will. Let's make sure it's correct. Okay, there goes my email, and you can shoot me an email, and that way I can send it out. Okay. So do we have any questions? Was that the only question? Guys, I don't always want to do all the talking. No one has any questions in regards to anything else? All right. Well, let me go back to that and then, okay. Miss Norma, you can take my email and shoot me an email, and that way I will have your correct email and I'll respond to that. Okay, so we'll cover this. So Angelica Radek, as you can see here, it's used for heartburn, intestinal flagellum, loss of appetite, anorexia, which he covered, circulation problem. Hemoheme does wonders for circulation problem. But guys, if anyone's having circulation problem, just get up and move. Because that's the biggest cause of circulation problem is people are not moving. Once you start moving, you're going to feel those tingling sensations going in your legs, because guess what? Now the blood is flowing. And also another reason why people tend to have circulation challenge is because your blood is not flowing like a river because it is so thick from dehydration. Your body needs water, not coffee, not tea, not soda, not Gatorade, not whatever other juice that you're putting in. Your body only, your blood can only use water to do the job. Your body does not run on Dunkin' or whatever else. Just like gasoline is the only thing you can put in your car to make it run the way it is supposed to. If you put anything else in that gas tank, that car is dead. Your body works the same way. We follow the manual for our cars, for everything that we buy. There is a blueprint for our body. This body was made to run on water. And if we don't give the body what it needs and we give it everything else but what it needs, we're going to end up with that chronic inflammation. Because your blood goes through every single part of your body. So right here, this can come from lack of movement, and a lot of it comes from dehydration. And then when the dehydration happens, then we start to have blockage, we start to have heart problem, kidney issue, liver issue, and the list goes on, because all these organs need water to function at 100% capacity. So, you know, we will say, oh, I have this, I have a blockage. What can I take to reverse it? Water. If we're implementing water, we would not end up, we won't have all these blockages. We won't have all the heart issue and the liver challenge and all that. Yes, we're being bombarded by the toxic food and stuff we're putting in, but we're helping our bodies to flush these things out also when we drink the amount of water. And the norm of 8 ounces of water a day, it's not a one size fit all, because me at 120 and someone over there at 300 pounds, I'm going to be hydrated, but a 300-pound body, that's way more body mass for water to go through to hydrate, will not be hydrated on 8 glasses of water for the day. So the new norm, as they have figured it out, is half your body weight in ounces. So whatever your weight is, you divide it by 2, and that's how much you need for, and that's for minimal hydration. Now, if someone is eating a lot of fruits, that's 80 to 90% water, that can also be considered a part of it. So if you're eating a lot of cantaloupes and honeydew and watermelon and celery, all these fruits and veggies that consist of a lot of water, that helps. So we have to really pay attention to what we're putting in and stop putting in so much unhealthy food and drinks in our body. Because then we won't end up with all these challenges that we're having. So then it goes on to the runny nose, nervousness, plaque, trouble sleeping. I've had a lot of people that tell me they sleep well once they start taking hemoheme, would start detoxing the body, along with our plant calcium. Then it goes into, and if you're familiar with Dunqua, it's the same thing. And then we go down to, it's also used for chronic constipation, for the elderly, menstrual disorder, which was mentioned there, arteriosclerosis, anti-hypertensive, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and it goes on and on and on. It acts as a blood thinner. And it talks about neurological also. Then the cumin officina is used in treatment of pain. Hemoheme does wonders with pain as well. Inflammation, menstrual disturbances we heard of, antivitamin deficiency, and here it goes, and blood pressure. We see pharmacological property of tumor, and it goes on and on. Reduce cancer. Now, right here, the US patent on this product is for its anti-cancer property. And you see what it says right here? For cancer chemo prevention. Also, if someone is taking chemo, they can also take hemoheme. Again, blood circulation, menstrual disturbance. And we see here sexual performance and sex drive. So Viagra is not necessary, because I had a couple, she called me and she said her husband said, oh, I need you to stay on this product because of what it did for her. Not him, but for her, because she was the one that was taking it. He said, Miss Noblet, I need for my wife to stay on this product. But men have also had the same results. Because I've also had that testimony. Infertility, this is a big thing now, especially for, I was listening to a program and they were talking about the fallout that they're seeing now from the COVID vaccination. A lot of men and women are coming up after taking it, infertility. And as Maria mentioned, Dr. Walida has a protocol to get it out of the system. So if someone has any challenge after taking that vaccine, I would recommend that they get on the Thursday night call and get that protocol, because the fallout from it now are showing up in massive numbers, massive heart attacks, stroke, the list goes on and on. But infertility is a big thing. And also deformities in babies that they're seeing now. Those that are doing bodybuilding, cancer, weak bones, which comes from this right here, osteosporosis, fungal, bacteria, and infection, and so forth. So, and this is the last one. Piana japonica is a plant found in northern Japan. It's used for gout, osteoarthritis, fever, respiratory tract illness, and cough. And it does wonders for all these right here. Menstrual cramp again. As we see it, viral hepatitis, liver cirrhosis, upset stomach, muscle cramping, hardening of the arteries, whooping cough, and it goes on. epilepsy, nerve pain, all this here, migraine headaches. It will help with it, but also a lot of the migraine headaches come from chronic dehydration as well. And again, they talk about gout and so forth. And these are just some of what these plants can do. So with all three combined, this is why it's so powerful. So, as I said, my email is there for those who would like to have it, because it helps when you share that with individual. And that's not everything. They can't list everything there. We also know it helps with COPD, because it's on the PubMed NIH.gov website. If you go on, I always send people, don't send people to Google, because then they see that negative report about hemoheme causing liver disease. It's not our hemoheme, it's the imitation one that they're buying on Amazon that's made in, I believe it's China or wherever, I don't remember. I send people to NIH.gov or PubMed for them to do their research. I just throw it out there because a lot of times people will go do their own research. So if you give them the site as to where to go to do the research, when you speak to them initially, these are the government websites you go to do your research on hemoheme. They're going to go to those websites. But if you do not give it to them, then they're going to go Google. And that's one of the first things that pops up when you Google hemoheme. I learned that the hard way, and I said, never again. I had a young lady at church, and she wouldn't even go to these websites after she saw that. So guys, if you prepare your people ahead, they'll go directly to where you're directing them. Go to these government websites. This is where the doctors go, NIH.gov, PubMed, and they'll say, hey, go to PubMed. That's where the nurses and doctors go to do their research, or go to NIH.gov and just type in hemoheme, and they will see the information there. And then they won't even have any doubt, because guess what? These are the medical website, and these are government websites. So that's what I do. So we're going to, I'm going to stop here today. I'm not going to keep going forever. Maria, are you back?
Yes, I'm back.
Did you have anything you wanted to add to that?
No, not at this time. Everything you said was perfect. And on time, yes. Thank you.
Wonderful. I'm just going to share that video I played, and then we can go. Yeah, I'm not staying long today at all. So thank you guys. Let me pull that, get logged back into Zoom on my phone so I can post that video for you guys. And hopefully you will go ahead and save it. Guys, if you have an Android phone, if you have a Samsung, Samsung has a note section. You can, turn this. You can save all your videos in there. Just go to your note file. I have my file that says Atomy videos, and everything pertaining to Atomy, all the videos, I just save them there. You can categorize however you want it. And that way, while you are out speaking to someone, you just go into your file and you pull it out and you share it with them. I am getting it to share with you guys. Come on. All right, here it goes. You guys can click on the link.
Thank you, Miss Knowledge.
You're welcome. And it will pop up in your YouTube feed. And see Mr. Igor typed in PubMed.gov. Yeah, thank you, Igor, because I believe I said PubMed.com. Yes, it's .gov. The government sites are always .gov. So you guys can also take that information and keep it as well if you're not familiar with it, so you can share it with your individuals. Because I guarantee you, if you do not direct them as to where to go, they're going to go straight to Google. So, okay. So guys, that is it for today. Thank you for being here. And Nick will be on tomorrow covering, I guess, the back office or whatever he's covering tomorrow for you guys. You're welcome, Miss Nellie. But guys, just remember, it doesn't matter what the health challenges are. Just remember, this is what most people are dealing with in America, chronic inflammation. And we do not want chronic inflammation. The acute inflammation is okay, but this one here, we don't want. So, yeah. So I forgot I had to stop the share button. So yeah, thank you guys and see you for whoever shows up tomorrow.
Thank you all.
And guys, remember when Nick is doing the training,
Thank you.
Have a good day.
guys, remember when Nick is doing that back office training, whatever it is that you guys do not know, write it down and ask him when he's covering. Say, hey, can you cover this, Nick? Because he's just covering topics because he's not really getting feedback from you guys. But let him know what you want him to cover. If there's something you don't know, is there an area with the back office that you're challenged with? Let him know. Say, hey, Nick, can you cover this next time? Or can you go over this? That's why he does it every week. Okay?
Okay.
All right, everyone.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
Have a blessed
God bless
Wonderful
everyone.
day.
Thank you, Neverland.
Yes, thank you.
Wonderful day.
Mhm.
God bless you all.
Okay.
Aja, aja, aja. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're
Awesome
welcome.
presentation. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.